Hi everyone, it's Bricks on Bricks here for another video, and today I'll be doing a top 5 video, and today I will be counting down my top 5 Ninjago intros. So cracking off my top 5, I do have a more recent intro from this year in fact, and that is the Island intro. Most people don't have Wildbrain intros in their top 5, but I don't know man, I really like the vibrant colors in this intro. I like the violets, I like the greens, and I think this intro does the recaps the best. I just really love the recaps here. I mean, I guess I don't really love them. Maybe that was a bit too much, but I mean, they just look really good, and I can tell what they're recapping. I think this has the best timing for the recap during the intro out of any of the Wildbrain intros. It doesn't beat having the recap separate from the intro, though, like Masters of Spinjitzu, but it still does it decently enough. And so, yeah, that's mostly why I feel like the Island intro should be at the bottom of this top 5. So my number 4 Ninjago intro has to go to the Skybound intro. And yeah, Skybound has a really good intro. It's a big step up from the last intro on the list, the Island one. And I used to think this was my favorite intro until I really thought about the other ones that are on this list. But yeah, man, the Skybound intro is really good. First off, I really like the intros for the characters. They do that really well. I like how it's in the order of how the ninja, get caught into the Sword of Souls. It's in that same exact order, so that was done really well. And then I like how they showcase the villain Nauticon at the very end. So yeah, overall, that's why I had to place the Skybound intro here. Cracking off my top 3 intros, I have the Season 7 intro, or the Hands of Time intro. And I know there's a few people that really dislike this intro and think the music in it is kind of strange, and they just don't really like the time aspect and how, everyone's frozen in the intro. But personally, I just really like this. I just really like how it showcases the characters. And we do see the backs of Acronix and Crux. I do wish we saw the fronts of them, but I still think it's cool if they actually showcase them, and they also do have the time blades here. And so yeah, I also just really like how it zooms in and, zooms around all the characters and just zooms in each of them for a second and, has their name pop up. I think it just does the aspect of, going around and showing the characters' names and, showcasing the characters really well and better than most of the Ninjago intros, in my opinion. But yeah, overall, that's why the Season 7 Hands of Time intro had to crack my top 3. The runner-up of my top 5 is the Possession intro. And man, is this a good intro. First off, wow, the cinematic feeling of this intro is done really well. I just really like how it's kind of, a ghost chasing all the ninja. And then eventually, at the end of the intro, we realize the ghost basically possessed Lloyd. And then I also just really like, how we get to see the 2D animation style for a second. How the ninjas, turn one way and strike some pose, and then they're suddenly 2D for a second. I really like that, and I feel like it introduces the characters in that way really well. And that's honestly mostly the reason why I feel like the Possession intro is so good that it had to be the runner-up. But there's still one intro that I just feel beats out all 4 of these I've talked about so far. So what Ninjago intro made it all the way to the top of my top 5? Well, that is the March of the Oni intro. And this intro is interesting because it really isn't an intro to March of the Oni, but rather a trip down memory lane, and has something to represent almost every Ninjago installment, even including the Dark Island, which never released as a TV show. It's only released as a series of 3 books, and also recently a stop motion on the Prentice 1215 channel. So yeah. But talking about the intro, wow, does it look really cool. First off, the music being the Ninjago Overture, that was a really good choice for the music, really nostalgic. Another good choice is like the artwork in this intro looks really good. And then, another thing I just really like about it is that, it's just very rewatchable. I've rewatched this intro so much. This is the intro I watched the most. I can just keep rewatching this for like a 20-minute period. I know I'm basically wasting my life away watching Ninjago Intros, but I don't really care because this is such a good intro, and that's why it had to be my #1 Ninjago intro. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this top 5 video. Stay tuned for more videos coming on my channel, and hopefully this Saturday I will have the second episode of Ninjago Debate releasing, because I know you guys really like that first one. So yeah, bye.